Hello students, today I am going to explain you experiment number 6, and the aim of the experiment is to determine integral heat of solution of KNO3, and we are going to use thermos flask, stirrer, chemicals as solid KNO3 and distilled water. And the principle behind this experiment is also same as the previous one, where we determine the heat of solution for the KNO3. In the previous experiment, if you remember, that is for experiment number 4, we determined heat of solution of KNO3, and for that we carried out that practical in two parts. One part is to determine the water equivalent of thermos flask. The same part we are going to repeat here. And the second part at that time was when we dissolve 5 gram of KNO3 in 100 ml water in thermos flask, and we just take out the or note down the temperature of that solution. So that is the second part. That second part, after calculation, we got the heat of solution of KNO3. Now here in this experiment we are also performing the second part exactly in the same manner here also, and the third part where we are going to repeat the second procedure or second part, that instead of taking 5 gram of KNO3, we will take 7 gram of that KNO3. Okay, so in the first part I just let you remember that for determination of water equivalent, what we did, we take 100 ml distilled water in a clean thermos flask, and then we record its temperature and we call it as a T1 degree Celsius. Okay, and then in another beaker we take again 100 ml of distilled water by measuring it in measuring cylinder, and we heat that water so that the temperature will rises up to T1, means T1 degree Celsius initial temperature plus 35, near about 30 to 35 degree Celsius, and then we exactly measure the temperature of that hot water and we consider it as a T2 degree Celsius. Then now what in we pour that hot water which is present in the beaker in a thermos flask which contains 100 ml cold water, and then we stir it and immediately take the temperature or note down the temperature, and that temperature of mixture we considered it as a T3 degree Celsius. Okay, so this is about the first part. In the second part, again we wash that thermos flask, and then we add 100 ml distilled water in the thermos flask and record its temperature. Obviously it comes as T1 degree Celsius because it is cold water, and then we add 7 gram of KNO3 by weighing it on a balance and transfer it in a thermos flask which contain 100 ml distilled water, and we stir it vigorously and record the minimum temperature attained by that solution, and we consider it as a T4 degree Celsius. It is the second part. Now again throw whatever is present in the thermos flask, wash it properly, and now again add 100 ml cold water in the thermos flask. Then add 5 gram, exactly 5 gram of KNO3 into that thermos flask containing 100 ml cold water, and stir it vigorously properly so that it gets converted into solution, and again record the minimum temperature attained by the mixture, and that we call it as a T5 degree Celsius. Now come to the observation that you can see that in the first part, that is for water equivalent, you can see that the temperature for cold water is 32 degree Celsius, temperature for hot water T2 is 61 degree Celsius, and the temperature of the mixture it comes as a 48 degree Celsius. Then second part, that is the heat of solution of KNO3, where we are going to use 7 grams of KNO3. So temperature of cold water that is equal to T1 degree Celsius, 32 degree Celsius, and after the formation of that solution or mixture, the temperature that is T4 degree comes as 28 degree Celsius. Now in the third part, we are going to take 5 grams of KNO3, and here also we take a cold water 100 ml and having temperature 32 degree Celsius, and the temperature of the mixture after attaining a stable or minimum temperature, it comes as T5 degree Celsius, 29 degree Celsius. Now calculation, the first part is exactly same, where we use that formula, heat loss by water is equal to heat gained by water plus heat gained by that thermos flask, and we calculate capital C. Capital C means water equivalent of thermos flask. It comes as 18.75 calories. In the second part, we are going to determine delta. Firstly, we determine Q, means the heat of solution in calories. So here we are using the formula which we previously used, and we put down the values which we have for T1 and T4. After putting the values, we get Q1 is equal to 475 calories. Now we use it for 7 grams, so we put the formula, we use this formula and we put Q1, that is 475 in this formula. So we get the value as 28 or first I tell you, we get the value 6853.57, and that is in calories, but we want it into joule or kilojoule, so we multiply it by 4.184, and after multiplying we get 28,675.33, that is in joule. We divide it by 1000, so we get the final answer, that is a 28.675 kilojoule. We consider it as a delta H. Then we proceed to third part of calculation, where we again use the formula, but now here instead of T4 the T5 is there, so putting the value of T5 here, we get Q2 is equal to 356.25 calories, and we use 5 grams, so we put the formula again, Q2 into 101 divided by 5, and Q2 is 356.25, and now the formula becomes 356.25 into 101 divided by 5. After that we get the answer 7196.25 calories. We multiply it by 4.184, so it becomes 30,109.11 joule. We again divide it by 1000, so we get the answer delta H2 is equal to 30.109 kilojoule. Now what is the formula for integral heat of solution? It is delta H2 minus delta H1. So putting the values of delta H2 and delta H1, that is 30.109 kilojoule minus 28.675 kilojoule. So the answer comes as 1.434 kilojoule. So we can say that integral heat of solution of KNO3 was found to be 1.434 kilojoules. So you can see that here it is nothing but we determine heat of solution for 5 gram of KNO3, and we determine heat of solution for 7 gram of KNO3, and then we just take a difference of it, and whatever is the answer, it is called as an integral heat of solution of KNO3. So thank you.